Hello everyone and welcome to Funky This News Time. As you can see from the title, Debunking Adeola's Theory on 5G Network. Adeola, the former staff of Sahara Reporters, gave out a theory on her episode of today on how useful 5G is without giving the disadvantages of 5G. So all we need to do in this platform as usual is to put out the facts. And I read to you. EU 5G appeal. Scientists warn of potential serious health effects of 5G. In an appeal to the European Union, more than 180 scientists and doctors from 36 countries warn about the danger of 5G, which will lead to a massive increase in involuntary exposure to electromagnetic radiation. The scientists urge the EU to follow the resolution of 1815 of the Council of Europe, asking for an independent task force to reassess the health effects. They wrote, "We, the undersigned scientists, recommend a moratorium on the roll out of the 5th generation, which is the 5G, for telecommunication until potential hazards for human health and the environment have been fully investigated by scientists independent from industry." 5G will substantially increase exposure to radiofrequency electromagnetic fields, which is RF, and the EMF on top of the 2G, 3G, 4G, Wi-Fi, etc. For telecommunications already in place, RF, EMF has been proven to be harmful for humans and the environment. I hope you all heard what I just read. But from Adeola's theory on 5G, she said that according to her, 1G to 4G we already had, that there is nothing harmful about this. And from what I just read, you can see she's totally wrong. The scientists right here are saying that the 2G to 4G we already had are very harmful to humans and the environment. I continue. One of the initiators of Dr. L. Hadel, professor oncology at Örebro University in Sweden, he states, "The telecom industry is trying to roll out technology that may have very real unintended harmful consequences. Scientific studies, both recently and over many years, have identified harmful effects on health when testing wireless products under realistic conditions. We are very concerned that the increase in radiation exposure by 5G leads to damage that cannot be reversed." It is obvious and it is clear. So everything Adeola tried to inform her viewers about today was totally wrong. Let me continue to read. Hadel, the 5th generation 5G of radio frequency radiation, is now being developed. This is done without dosimetric determination or study of the possible health effects. The media praise in particular all the possibilities that this technology promises to offer, such as the self-propelled car and Internet of Things, which is the IoT. The consequences for the health of humans, plants, and animals are not discussed at all. Politicians, governments, and the media are responsible for unbalanced information, ordinary people are not informed of conflicting opinions about this technological development. Health effects from radio frequency radiation are a non-issue in the media, at least in Sweden, but also in most other countries. This is exactly what has pushed me to come out for Adeola. Adeola is one of those, just the likes of Channels TV in Nigeria, AIT, and NTA. They are good in twisting issues, very good in deceiving over 200 million Nigerians. Now she is doing her own worldwide. While she was working with Sahara reporters, she was a bit frank. She was straightforward. She gave the news the way it was. Since she went into her personal business, all she thinks about is her pockets. My dear, give the right news. Stop using propaganda. Or how do I put it? She's trying to tell people about the benefit of 5G without telling people the consequences of 5G. As we all know, whoever has a common sense knows that in most things, especially all this technology we have around us, there are lots of side effects, a lot of disadvantages, which we all have to be conscious of. But she's trying to give out, like this professor rightly said, that the media, the politicians, the government, they are not concerned about your well-being. All they are after is just let them have it. And that is not right at all. You have to get everything, the advantages, and see if it is better than the disadvantage, or if you have more advantages to the disadvantages, then it can be approved. But they are not after that. All they think about is, okay, it is all about money. It is all about being the boss of maybe a scientific boss or a technological boss. That's what they're after. And this is exactly what Adeola is doing. I'm not saying everything she puts out there is a lie, but I feel she lies a lot and she twists issues which are supposed to be frank. Because she has a lot of viewers, so she has to take the responsibility to try to put out things in the advantages and also in the disadvantages, not trying to propagate because maybe she's been paid and she looks like one of them, one of those that are being paid to propagate, to say just the good side of things. That's not right. I was once your viewer while you were in Sahara Reporters, and I saw every job you did right there as a good job. But now that you are independent, Adeola, I'm sorry to say, and I'm not even sorry to say, you are twisting issues on your platform. The very platform you have today, I'll tell you that you twist issues a lot. And there are a lot of lies put out there by you. You have to stop that. And this is the time. You know, there was a song by Bob Marley that said, you can fool some people sometimes, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. So I want you to get this into your brain and stop deceiving. You even went as far as saying, please don't take everything I say here. Go and make your search. Are you kidding me? Everyone, especially those of us that are in the Western world, of course you know what you need and you make your search. And most people, especially in the Western world, they make searches, my sister. You don't need to say, these are search engines and they're trying to undermine people or underrate people. It's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. Why do you have to say, this is this, this is that? You think it's everybody you can lecture. Of course, sometimes it's okay to lecture. but you have to lecture with the facts and real. You have to tell the truth. And what I advise you to do from today, all you need do, I repeat, all you need do is to keep to the side of the people. Stop deceiving the masses instead of keeping to the side of the few because of your pocket. Don't do that. Stop it. Do the right thing. Because everything you do today, karma is there waiting for you. Whether you like it or not, there's karma, and it is real. So the scientists from about 36 countries have come out to say that 5G is very harmful to the human health, is harmful to animals, is harmful to the environment. And to conclude this video, I would like to read some of the disadvantages of this 5G network, as well as the disadvantages of 2G, 3G, 4G, which are already in place. These have been confirmed that they are harmful to humans. So what do you make about 5G, which is in high rates of radiation? 5G network side effects. They include increased cancer risk, 1. Cellular stress, 2. Increase in harmful free radicals, 3. Changes in the structural and functional parts of the reproductive system, 4. Learning and memory deficits, 5. Neurological disorders, 6. And negative impacts on general well-being in humans. These are the side effects which Adeola refused to tell to her viewers. It's a pity that when people are gullible, this is what they get. They get news twisters like Adeola. They get the likes of Channels TV. They get the likes of AIT in Nigeria, NTA in Nigeria, and Channels as well in Nigeria. When you are gullible and you don't make use of maybe your common sense, and sometimes I will advise people, when you listen to this kind of media, please, if you have the opportunity, make your own search. Never believe them, because she even said that as you don't believe me, please, because don't think I'm scamming you. I must tell you, you are a real scammer, and you scam because you are being paid. Take it from me and stop this bullshit. Thank you for listening to me. Bye, and God bless.